back. Thank you for joining me here again this week. If you're new here or if you're old here, please make sure to like, share, comment down below, tag me your guys' Instagram stories, share this in your guys' Facebook posts, all the things. Y'all know the drill. I'm so excited about this topic this week. We're gonna be talking about diets. It's a word that you guys have heard pretty much since birth, and I just want to talk about them because the diet culture is a huge contributor to eating disorders, and I just want to inform you guys a little bit more about what they are, kind of why they don't work, and introduce you to a new topic called intuitive eating. So strap in. Welcome, enjoy the ride, here we go! Again for joining me here today. I feel like I'm hosting a book club, which in a sense, I guess I kind of am, because today I'm going to be sharing some insights I learned from this wonderful book called The Body Wars by Margot Main. I'll link it down below. And then I also added this cookbook, Run Fast, Cook Fast, Eat Slow. It's an amazing cookbook. Y'all need to go check it out. Go to your local bookstore or wherever you buy your books and check it out because it's amazing. It has some great recipes. It really emphasizes the need to fuel your body. And then I have my handy dandy hydro flask. Goes with me literally everywhere. Hydro Flask, if you want to sponsor me, please do. I can't get enough of your products. Check out this picture that my family took a couple Christmases ago with all of our Hydro Flasks together. Wow, that's a lot of Hydro Flasks. So I just wanted to show you guys the bottle I drink out of on the daily. And then I have this fun pineapple because why not? All right, let's get into the topics. I know I said I'll be bringing topics up from Body Wars, so I wanted to tell you guys the definition of the term Margot Main claimed. Here it is.
In affluent, peaceful Western cultures, hidden wars are being waged. According to conservative estimates, 4% of high school and college-age women are currently prisoners of these body wars, many for lifetime sentences. Between 5 and 20% of them will die. But these women are not the only victims. In fact, most women in westernized cultures are waging wars against their natural bodies.
So the first thing I wanted to bring up is how the diet industry is gaslighting you. If you guys don't know what gaslighting is, check out this quick clip that describes it.
To the more dangerous action of gaslighting. With gaslighting, an abuser executes several various actions and behaviors that manipulate the victim into questioning everything they feel, believe, and think, essentially eroding their sanity until they're at the gaslighter's mercy. This is the goal of the abuser: control.
From my point of view, the diet industry is gaslighting you because they make their money based off of the fact that you have done something horribly wrong to your body and it makes you incredibly unhappy, and they're the only ones who can fix it. I mean, obviously, their dieting products will save you from the misery that you are in, even though they know nothing about you, but naturally, it's your fault. They sell you products and you give them your self-esteem in return. Your only return on investment is coming back to them for more when you fail according to their standards. So I want to read something pretty profound that Margot Main said about the diet industry. And I'm going to read it to you right now.
The diet industry is a capitalist dream come true, with its self-generating market, widespread target audience, and high failure rate. Due to the diet industry's insidious and pervasive influence, most of us are not even aware of the harmful messages we take in from the culture. After all the elaborate planning, garnering of resources, and emotional investment, dieting still rarely works. Diets dissociate the dieter from body cues such as hunger and satiety.
So after, reading Margot Main's definition of how dieting is really about capitalism and not about making you feel better about yourself, it made me think about how much the diet industry really is gaslighting you. And that's kind of where I came up with the topic, because they're just out there looking to make a buck. And that really is, I don't know, to me kind of mean.
I don't even know what that means.
You're losing so much of yourself in their marketing ploys, and they don't care. As long as you get the results, then fail to get the results, and then you come back to them. Like, it's this terrible cyclical cycle, and I mean, that's, I guess, what capitalism gets you. And like she said, dieting makes you get further away from listening to your body cues. Instead, you're listening to the rules that the diet industry has set out for you to follow, which totally disregards the way your body is feeling in the moment. Like, they're like, okay, so for lunch, you're going to have a piece of turkey, some celery, and a decaf tea. Like, that satisfies nothing, and yet they promise you it will get you results. I mean, I guess it does, and it also gets you to be hungry and dissatisfied, and it can really do some damage to your body. Like, dieting is really, really dangerous, so it should be called dangerous dieting. They should put a disclaimer in that all these negative side effects will happen, like prescription commercials do.
And call your doctor right away if you have a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or symptoms like itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and indigestion. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
And even if you're not on a specific diet, you'll still be in the grocery store and see the messages that they promote. Like, you'll see low-calorie pasta, you'll see veggie pasta, you'll see low-fat milk, you'll see all these different things that the diet industry promises you will make you happier. Guys, guess what? It won't. And speaking of milks, check out this video about all the alternative milks I found at my local Sprouts Market a couple weekends ago. I mean, these alternative milks have really taken grocery stores by storm. I mean, you could see from my video how much they are in grocery stores. And that's not even the refrigerated section. This is the refrigerated section. So yeah, alternative beverages are such a thing that the Jonas Brothers decided to put in how many options you have in their infamous rendition of their song Year 2019, which they performed on James Corden's show. Check it out.
So many brand new milks we're trying. Cashew, almond, flax milk, oat milk, rice milk, soy milk, hemp and goat milk.
And now I'm gonna bring it back to the body wars, and I want to read out the negative side effects about the diet industry. I know I mentioned it before, but I wanna get academic and cite myself. So here's what you gotta say.
Dieting creates mood swings and emotional distress, notably feelings of hopelessness and worthlessness. Many people seek out weight loss programs even when their primary problem is not weight. Often, poor body image and feelings of inadequacy or depression prompt the desire to diet. Depression can lead to impairments in all areas of life, and losing weight is an attempt, however misguided, to improve one situation.
You may be wondering, why are you talking about diet so much? I'm talking about diet so much because they play such a central role in eating disorders and repeatedly hearing that stuff over and over and over again makes you internalize their messages. And if you have an eating disorder, you probably have some underlying psychological things going on inside of you. So if you're suffering from anxiety or depression, if you're a perfectionist, those dieting messages will be easier to internalize because it kind of confirms what you believe about yourself. And I'm not saying that diets are the reason that eating disorders exist. No, I'm saying that dieting is a major reason why eating disorders are so prominent and are so prominent with children. Like if a parent is on a diet and they're reinforcing these messages to the child obviously looks up to the parent. So they're going to believe what the parent has to say. So if the parent is constantly being like, oh my gosh, I am so fat, I can't eat that, I have to be low calorie, this isn't my day to cheat, the kid will internalize that, and since their brains are so malleable, they're going to believe it. And I was curious when I was researching for this episode about kind of common things that come up on like a YouTube search. So I did my own YouTube search about dieting and sugar. So this is what I found. It's kind of crazy.
So I just typed in dieting on YouTube and look at all of these options. It just shows how much dieting plays a role in our society and how much people want to look up and learn about it. So I switched my tactics and looked up why is sugar, and then these are the options that came up. And I just want you to appreciate, why is sugar in a gas tank bad? Well, I can tell you it's bad because it's not gas and it's not supposed to be there, but whatever, you gotta do what you gotta do. Go America. America!
Basically, you can find anything you want that confirms your biases. I'm crazy, like, oh my gosh, it just made me so angry when I saw that a little girl could click on the video about weight loss for girls. Girls, your body changes, and girls, you may put on a few more adipose layers when you're going through puberty, and that's completely normal. And the diet industry tells you, no, that's bad. You shouldn't let your body do what it needs to do to be a healthy, functioning teenager and then consequently an adult. No, they're like, I see that weight you're putting on there. Let me give you some tips as to why that's bad and how I can help you.
So now I'm clicking on dieting tips to lose weight for girls because I kind of just want to see what they have to say. So I'm gonna click on this video.
3. Filling up on fruits and veggies. Most fruits and vegetables are high in fiber and nutrients while low in calories. That means you'll fill up faster and eat less. Try having fruits as snacks or before meals to cut calories without feeling hungry.
Really? Fill up on fruits and veggies. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. That's a judgment. I bought into that message when I was in my eating disorder. And even though eating disorders are psychological and it is a fear of food and gaining weight, I still bought into it because important people were saying it. Take it from me, being on a fruit and veggie diet does not work. I mean, I saw the stuff it did to me, and it's not a positive outcome. It's a very negative outcome. The fruit and veggie diet is not sustainable. It doesn't give you pretty much any necessary nutrients that you need to be a functioning adult. That's not what you want your kids to be looking at and thinking that's the right way to eat. I don't know, that's why it just seems so normal to develop an eating disorder in your adolescence or teenage years. Because all the cool kids are doing it. Let's jump on that bandwagon. Let's really emphasize the fact that weight does not determine your worth. Let's check out what Margot Main had to say about this.
In truth, weight has limited value as a measure of health, except probably at both extremes. Many people struggle to stay thin by restricting their nutritional intake, me, when in reality, average or above average weight coupled with physical fitness Guys, whatever makes you happiest, not what society prescribes as the end-all be-all fad to lose fat, is the best assurance of health. Since many obese people diet chronically, it is difficult to determine whether medical problems or obesity come first. When you add dieting to the equation, the cause-effect relationship becomes even more murky.
When I read this, it was hard for me to hear again because for so long I internalized the message that skinnier is better, skinnier is healthier, skinnier will get you a longer life. And when I heard about the negative side effects through, my program and therapy, it took me a long time to actually accept that. It took me a while to accept the fact that my heart was so weak and it could have been any night where my heart stopped functioning. I didn't see that. I saw the woman looking at me in the mirror and saying that you still could be smaller. You still could do more. You're still not good enough. In the end, it caused me more health problems than it did anything else, and psychological problems and a program and therapy and lots of self-reflection to truly reverse my brainwaves and thought patterns. Like Margot Main said, it's hard to determine if obesity causes the health problems or the dieting that causes the health problems. It's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? And most scientists will tell you that obesity comes first. But if they're trying to go on the diet and their body is going into shock and it could be entering starvation mode, it really is doing more harm to their body, which could cause the health problems. On the flip side, a skinnier person is praised. Their body is praised, and yet their internal organs and functioning is probably worse than an obese person. Their heart is weaker, their stomach is weaker, their blood pressure is too low, all the negative health consequences, and that constantly gets overlooked by medical professionals and the rest of society. Yet the diet industry sees this as an amazing thing. Hey, let's get you less food, and in turn, you may die sooner. That's horrible. That's the underlying message, guys. It's the underlying message. Instead, listen to your body and your stomach rather than what they are saying. This is also called intuitive eating, which I'm gonna talk about right now. Take it away, me. I will delve into intuitive eating in a later episode. I just wanted to quickly introduce you guys to this topic so that when you go about your meals this week, I'm hoping that you can incorporate a little bit of the concepts that I'm about to discuss. So I found this awesome website called intuitiveeating.org, which I link down below if you guys want to go check it out after this. And they describe 10 principles of intuitive eating. The first thing they say to do is, drumroll please, reject diet mentality. Wow, it's like I've been saying that this whole time. They want you to get angry at the diet industry for making you feel this way about food and to have such a negative relationship with food. And they want you to get angry at the fact that the diet industry makes you feel like a complete failure when the diet stops working. The next principle they bring up is making peace with food. This premise is basically centered around the fact that you should eat when you feel hungry. I know when I was in my eating disorder, I would go through these cycles where I was starving my body, and then once I got to eating, I would eat a lot, or a lot to me, and then I'd feel terrible about myself and then tell myself, oh, I'm not gonna eat for the rest of the day or the rest of the week. This can also occur when you are cheating on a non-cheat day. The diet industry makes you feel so guilty about giving into your natural cravings when you're not supposed to have your natural cravings. Instead, I want to listen to my body cues and tell me what to eat rather than telling myself what to eat and ignoring all those body cues. And this brings me to my next point, or the next principle, which is honor your hunger. Essentially, when you feel hungry, eat. What an amazing concept, yet the diet industry tells you, nope, this is wrong when they promote, intermittent fasting, the keto diet, smoothie diets, juice cleanses. However, your body knows best, so listen to it and try to learn to trust its cues again. Obviously, everything is easier said than done. And I wanted to introduce you guys to a great concept that allows your body to do the talking, not the diet industry. So next time, ask your body,
hey, how you doing?
And see how you are feeling and eat what your body wants you to eat. So I hope I did an okay job of debunking the diet industry myths, and I encourage you guys to check out that intuitive eating website and just be a little bit more curious with your body cues this week and eat what your body wants you to eat. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to eradicate the diet industry. I'm just hoping to promote a different message and a way to get you guys to love your body and love the cues it's giving you rather than judge yourself for having cues. I guess that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you again for joining me today. I'm so happy you guys were here again. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you again.